Hi, this is KV, and this is the moon phase report for Pisces. So you guys are off the charts right now with all these kind of things that you're thinking about that are all geared towards expansion, travel, the internet. Anything that takes a message far and wide is where you're focused right now. And it's going to have a lot to do, you're very serious about it. So it's like you may have before been like not thinking these things were possible, and now you're going to absolutely know, this is what I'm supposed to do, this is what I can do. Like right now the gates are just going to kind of open for you to be able to just walk through and have all these things that you're working on. Publishing, it may be publishing related. It may be going back to school related too, so always be open to that one too. Like you may just now be getting that like, oh my gosh, I've always loved doing that. Why don't I just, because I'm a really big advocate of trade schools. I would say don't go to college. I mean, sometimes I guess you have to for something, but I'm like, learn a trade, dude. We like to do our hands. We like to use our hands and, you know, learn how to bind books, you know, go off and learn how to do woodworking, you know, apprentice with someone. So there might be something like that that is coming to you about a better way to kind of make a living through something, and right now you're just kind of thinking of what the things are that you need to be doing. You won't necessarily be making really big moves right now, but then again you can. I'm also hearing, don't tell them that. You very well may. You know, it might be enough to like, you're just ready, you're good to go. You're like, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this. You know, you're like, you're ready to take this, and it's gonna be something about this is gonna be bringing more stability into your life. Like you're probably gonna start feeling more grounded and whole, like, than you maybe ever have been. Like all water sign you floating in and out, and woo, you're suddenly gonna be like, anchored down, and this is what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to do. This is the next step of it. Then I'm going to take it in this direction and do that. So it's cool. There's something too, like this can very well be communication based, because the other aspect of this full moon alignment is that, you know, Mars is pushing you to talk. So whether it's just that there's things that you've had to say that you haven't, and that you haven't had the confidence to say, it can be something like that where now you are like, I have to say this. Like Mars is right up against the sun for this one. So it is pushing you to make these new steps in your life. And they only have to be step by step. You know, they're definitely not a whole leap. You know, Taurus is not like leaping. Taurus is, let's get to the next sure-footed thing, you know? But okay, let's feel this out, you know? So it's definitely this earthy groundedness movements that you are taking now with whatever you're working on. It really should have something, writing, sharing a message, communicating, you know, and then tying it in with internet. I don't know if you want to start a blog. I don't know if you want to start selling your goods online. Like now is the time of really start, you know, kind of even like if you were doing something like starting an Etsy account. You'll see if you start an Etsy page, there's a lot of work to do before you're actually like open for business. A lot. And so that's where this full moon can really be like bringing some kind of awakening to you, where you're like, I have to do this. Like so many Pisces too, I'm always this force that helps them by telling them, you do have something special and people will love it. And you have to stop comparing yourself with others and stop thinking somebody else has done it. Like if you're Pisces, you're gonna make it awesome. Like there's no doubt. Whatever you're doing, whether sharing messages, making something, designing clothes, you're gonna do it in a kick-ass, dreamy, sort of fairy tale-ish sort of way. I mean, that's what your gift is. And the thing too is Neptune, your planet, is coming in on this full moon too. So he's going to be even more like adding his influence to whatever you're working on, and kind of really like putting little angel wings on it for it to sail off and go far, wide places. Like it's just, that's what destiny is opening up for you right now. So awakening to this, seeing this, thinking about what steps you need to take. And then with the new moon, especially if it is writing or message related, in 2 weeks time it's going to be like, go. You know, in 2 weeks time it's going to be like, share it, get it out there, let's go. Let's use whatever you have that can bring more stability and value into other people's lives, because probably what you're working on has that thing tied into it, in that it's this valuable thing, you know, and it's something that you use your hands to do, most likely. And it's just this thing that, you know, you just have to get over your own self-confidence levels of thinking you don't have something awesome, because you do. There's no doubt about it. You do. And the only thing keeping you from manifestation is your own confidence level of what you're creating and sharing. And it's time to just, like we've been talking this for a while, you've been bumping up levels, you know, taking things to the next level, taking things to the next level. You know, it's like all those levels, you've taken them now. It's almost like it's now able to go into a different kind of direction that's a little different from what you're already doing. Maybe it can be something that you're like, wow, I didn't think I'd even be doing something like this. But you know, when it comes, when inspiration comes, when it shows up on your doorstep, you just take it and run, you know, you don't question. That's where I just say, only do things you love, you know, and if it stops being something you love, don't do it, you know. Wait, if you have to wait for the next thing to come that you do love, whatever, you know, but just make sure you love it. And then the more you're always just doing things you love, the more you love yourself, and then the more you love your life. So, but it starts with doing what you love and honoring that. And that's where you're at right now. So, and this is definitely has a very unique piece of you in this puzzle too. Like there's something about what you are working on that is only as awesome because it's you who is doing it. So understand that. Even kind of put that chip on your shoulder in a way. It's fair to do that. To be like, it's awesome because of who I am. It's awesome because of the steps I've walked. It's awesome because of this journey I've traveled down. And my wisdom now makes it into this other thing. So just kind of hold that statement in your body as you're creating it, and as you're finding the what's that word? As you're finding the, not support, as you're finding the or we'll just say support because I'm blank. As you're finding the empowerment or the support to do this thing. What's that thing when you're like someone helping you, like your friend who's like, you can do this. So as you're trying to find that in what you're working on to keep you going, knowing you're supposed to do this and that it's special. Yeah. I don't know any of those sentences just made any confidence or any the confidence. Is that the word? That's too funny. Okay, so as you're trying to find the confidence too. Okay, anyway. So yeah. Yes. I don't know. Okay, so let me see what else is here. If there's anything I'm missing. Nope, that's good. I think that's enough to focus on right here. You know, too, this could be something where this thing that you are sharing is something that is as powerful as it is because of this wisdom that you do have that's very unique. And it's probably from all the time you've spent alone, and all the time you've spent in meditation, and all the time you've spent pulled back from where most people spend most of their lives. You've been hidden in the back and in the introspective state and going down deep into things. It could even be something that what you are able to bring through now is because of all that time you've spent in those other realms of silence and meditation. And that because of that you will have this thing to share that's just like You know, you can see how it could be something that's really well received by people, because it comes from such a voice, whether it's, you know, you're creating something or writing something, but it's coming from such a voice of a kind of higher authority, and the people will be able to receive that. So that's awesome. Great to be a Pisces. I'm glad I'm one too. Okay, we're going to stop there. I will see you for the new moon on May 9th, which just so happens to be the eclipse that we're waiting for too. So, where things are falling away in order to birth these new things. So it's going to be, yeah, my conversation in 2 weeks will be similar to this one, but it'll be pushing you even more forward into this writing project, this message, this communications thing, this book, this whatever is bubbling out of you. And it's really going to be bubbling in a couple weeks. And then that following full moon will be up in your career house. Woo! Okay, yeah, so it's getting good. I will see you in 2 weeks. You have a beautiful full moon. Bye!